Hi, I'm Carolyn Priester Jones. In our last episode, I shared with you my incessant questions for God and all the different ways that I tried to get answers from Him. And amazingly, He did answer me. And so at the end of the last episode, we were at the point where He said very clearly, take notes. And I did. And today I'd like to share with you some of the answers. Well, I did. I did take notes. And I'd like to share with you a few of the answers that He gave me and a few of those great and mysterious things. It turns out that the Bible is a history book. But look again at that word, history. It turns out it is His story. It is God's story. God's story as told through the people that we see in the stories in the Bible. It turns out that their lives are directions to us the same as would be on a map. We're able to look at their lives and sometimes see some of the absolutely disastrous choices they made. And they are to us like a stop sign or a caution sign, something that says, don't go that way. Well, in addition to that, there are some really great and mysterious things in the Bible. There are things that are just miraculous, like old people had babies when they were old, very old. God created a girl who was a virgin, who turned around and had God. Now, you could puzzle all day about that one. Just remarkable. There were things like seas that just parted and people walked through on dry land. There were people who were hopelessly sick. No way they were ever going to get any better. And yet they were completely healed. Amazing. There were things like storms, fierce storms that were just stopped in their tracks. The Bible is just full of great and mysterious but amazing things. Well, God intended for us to use this map. He wanted us to take this map and go find the treasure. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, He says in this book, He says that we are actually going to hear a voice behind us that tells us which way to go. Something fancy GPS system. God positioning system maybe. God's pathway scene. Some kind of fancy system that it says, God says through Isaiah, that we will hear a voice we will hear it with our own ears, that will tell us whether to go right or whether to go left. And so we will know exactly how to proceed to find the treasure. Now, what's the treasure? Well, it turns out the treasure is really not a what. It's a who. God is the treasure. God is literally the road. It says in the Bible, God is the way. So He is the actual road, the truth. He will never lie to you. You will never get the wrong directions. He is going to tell you the absolute straight truth. And the treasure is the life. And it's the life that you have not even imagined yet. Something far better than you could even come up with in your dreams. That's the life, that's the treasure that He wants to offer you. Now, some people might say, is it even possible to find God? Well, God covered that in this book too. He said absolutely that we can find him. And so he says, how do we do that? He said, when we seek him with all our heart. That means not just part of your heart, not just now and then. He says, you will seek me and you will find me. When? When you seek me with all your heart. So, would you like to know the way to the treasure? Well, you keep watching these videos and I will be your tour guide. Okay, so I don't really look like her, but I have learned a lot of things through following the directions in this book, and I would love to share that with you. So in the next video, we're going to look at how to read that map. Oh, by the way, God told me that he is not really limited to just a physical place as his office. As a matter of fact, he says he's got offices all over the place. And so when I asked him where the closest office was to me, he referred me to one of those great and mysterious things in the Bible. You see, in the Bible, it says, don't you know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? Your body. That Spirit was given to you by God. And so it turns out that you actually are one of God's regional offices. And the good news is, it's close. He's close. Always available. Open all the time. I'm Carolyn Priester Jones. I look forward to seeing you here again for the next leg of our journey. See you then.